your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down. Hello pickers, here's another fine tune by the Eagles. This is a real crowd pleaser at a party or playing in a band like I have done over the last number of years. This is the one that everybody gets up and sings to. It comes on the Eagles' Greatest Hits album as well, you know, the blue cover. And it's called Nothing More Than Peaceful, Easy Feeling. It's in the key of E, and we're capping it off at the second fret, or capo. Some people call it a capo or capo, depending on where you're from in the world. We're capping it off at the second fret and playing around the D shape. And we're going to get to that in the lesson very shortly. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, 6-String Guitar, as well as hit the like button and the notification button to get any new videos that I post. Hopefully I'm going to be doing as many as I can during the week. But anyway, let's just get to the lesson, and we're going to learn Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. Okay, so here is the lesson for Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. So normally this song is in the key of E. And normally this song is played without the capo, and they normally play it around the open E, A, B7, and F sharp minor. But I normally play it when I'm playing it at parties or in a band or what have you. I take my capo, or a capo, whatever you want to call it, and I place it on the second fret, and I play it in the key of D. So I use the key of D chord. So with the capo at the second fret, it transposes it up from D to an E when you're playing in D, in the D shape, the D shape chords. So, and we can get into that in another video, how the capo or capo changes the keys of certain chords and so forth, the different voicings and so forth. So I will do one in the future. I'll do a future video on how all that works. So let's get to the chords. So everything is going to be relative to the capo. We're going to call this the first fret, second, third, and so on, rather than back here being the first fret. So everything is relative to the capo from the frets now. So we're going to show you how to do a D chord, and how to do D chord is with your index finger. You put it on the third string on the second fret. You take your middle finger and you put it on the first string of the second fret, sorry. You take your ring finger on the second string of the third fret. And normally what I do, you strum the last 4 strings down. Because this note here, this string, is a D string. So it's the root of the chord. Now, however, if you want to, you can strum the last 5. If you want. That's totally up to you. But I usually strum there. The next chord is a G chord in the song. And I'll show you 2 ways to finger the chord. The first way, is with your index finger on the 5th string, the 2nd fret. Your middle finger is on the 6th string of the 3rd fret. And your ring finger is on the 1st string of the 3rd fret. And of course you strum all 6 strings. And you'll see the diagrams there on the screen as well with the fingerings and where you got to put your fingers to and what frets and so forth. Now the second way to finger the G chord, which I prefer, and it's due to the transition of the chord changes, it makes things a lot easier. I don't use my index finger. I start off with my middle finger. So my middle finger goes on the 5th string of the 2nd fret. And my ring finger goes on the 6th string of the 3rd fret. And my little pinky goes on the 1st string of the 3rd fret. So that's your G. Now the next chord in the song is an A7. So to play an A7, you're going to use your middle finger, and it's going to be on the 4th string of the 2nd fret. And you're going to use your ring finger. It's going to be on the 2nd string of the 2nd fret. And you're going to, when you're strumming, you're going to strum the 5 strings, all the last 5 strings down, not the top string. It'll sound awful. And the very last chord is the E minor. And how I play the E minor is, again, I use my middle finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and right under with my ring finger, 4th string, 2nd fret. And again I strum all 6 strings. So let's get to the strumming pattern before we actually get into the song. So the strumming pattern is down, 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 up, down, up. The song is in 4/4 time. So how you would count that is, and here's a good way to practice your strumming pattern. Take your hand and just lay it over the strings, all 6 strings. Don't fret it, and make your strings go dead like that, so you get that brushing sound. So here's how I would do it. I would start doing it this way. Get your strum pattern down. If you already know your chords, get your strum pattern down. So it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And you would count that 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So the ands are the up strokes. The ands are strum up. So let's when you get the strumming pattern comfortable, then you can start the chords. So you can start the chord and you 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And you can change to a G. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once you get comfortable with the strumming pattern, changing the chords with that strumming pattern, start the first verse. So the first verse, so there is an intro in the song, of course. It's played with thirds. We won't get into this in this video, but in a future video I will show you how to do the intro on this song. So for now we're just going to strum into the intro. So the intro stays on the D. So it goes. For 3 measures, like that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the first verse starts. So I like the way your sparkling earrings lay. So let's run through this. I'll slow this down, and I won't sing it the way I normally sing it, but so you can get where the chords are changing and so forth. So here's how it goes. I like the way G, your sparkling earrings. D, lay G, back to D, against your skin G, so brown. A7, stay on it for another measure. D, I wanna sleep with you G, in the desert D, tonight G, D, with a billion G stars all around. A7. So that's the first verse, pretty short. So now the chorus comes in. So the chorus starts off on the G. So on the A7. So I got a peaceful G, easy feeling D, back to G. I know you won't E minor let me down. A7, because I'm D on G, ready standing. E minor, A7 on the ground, back to D. So then the second verse comes in, exactly the same pattern. So it starts off as I found out a long time ago. So it goes. I found out G a long time D ago. G, back to D. What a woman can do G to your soul. A7. Oh, but she, G, can take you any D, where G, you don't already know G, how to go. So there's another verse, so it's very short, so the chorus comes again. Starts on the G. And I got a peaceful G, easy feeling D, back to G now. And I know you won't E minor let me down. A7, back to D now. Because I'm all D, all G, ready standing. E minor, A7 on the ground. So here's something you can put in, and it happens in the original recording. It's a suspended chord where you just heard there, on the ground, right? And just before the instrumental, so you would take you would still fret your D chord the same, and what you would do is quickly add your pinky finger on the first string of the 3rd fret, so it'll be like this. then it would come into the instrumental. Now, if you're just a solo, you're just playing on your own, you don't really have to do the instrumental. You can go right into the third verse, or you can just strum through the instrumental. And it's the same progression again as the verse. And I won't go into that. You can follow the patterns of the verses. And in a later video, if I do get a lot of interest, I will post the solo. It'll be on an electric, of course. Anyway, comment down if you want to hear the solo, want to learn the solo. I will show you the solo as well. So anyway, so we go in after the instrumental. We go into the third verse. And the third verse got the same chord progression, but you just strum on every 4 beat, every measure of the first part of the third verse. So this just starts off. I get this feeling I may, just a G, no, D, U, back to G, it goes. As a D lover, G and a friend, and then you can start to strum. This voice D comes whispering G in my other ear. G tells me D I may never G see you again. Third verse is over. Goes back to the chorus. Back to a G. And I get a peaceful G, easy feeling D, G, I know you won't, E minor, let me down, A7. And here's where it changes to, because I'm already standing on the ground. So that'll go 3 times, and that'll end the song. So, and I'm all D, O, G, ready, stand, A7 on the ground. Yes, G ready, stand, E minor, A7. Yes, I'm D, O, G ready, stand, E minor, A7 on the ground. So you can put that suspended in there on the end. Or you can go another way you can do it. But I like the first way because it's the way it's done. So go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so on the 4 end you let it up again. 1, 2, 3, and the suspended comes on, 4 is on, and then 4 and is off back to the D. So that resolves it and it ends the song. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson today. That was Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see as well. hit the notification button. That will notify you for any videos that I'll be posting up, hopefully weekly. And hit the like button because it really helps me with the YouTube algorithm on my channel. Anyway, keep picking, and we'll see you on another lesson.